So I'm starting up my stream and just working a few things on my computer, and I'm running a virtual machine here for this one. Let's see if my shortcuts work. Yeah, it seems about right. So this is the virtual machine I was talking about. I don't know why it's not running in widescreen. It should be running widescreen. Maybe I have to do some tweaks. I have to check a few things out. But that's not what I'm going to be working most today. Anyway, I'm finishing up the preset pack option, and I have to also work on the unpack option, not just the packing. It's already working. The virtual machine is a bit slow, if you ask me. I have to check a few things out. It's not working very well, but it works. Minimize it. So let's open my project up. Okay. Oh, now remember what I was doing. I have to add the flag option to the code. I have to close this up. That's just stupid. It doesn't even recognize itself. Hey guys, just starting up today. I hope the audio is very clear and the video too. I'm just messing around with my virtual machine for the OS 10, so I can have Mac support on this machine. but it's very slow. But I'm just going to use for compiling the file anyway. Oh, come on. Just doing some cleaning. It's a bit laggy this virtual machine, but it's still easier to use for compiling and stuff like that than my other computer, which is a very old computer, so it's very slow. This one's okay. Okay, Xcode is here. It's very slow. That should be okay. I have to check what's the size type. Oh, we're already at 40 giga. Ah, that's okay. Should be okay at least. So while this is still installing Xcode, I'm going to add flag option to my files, and then I'm going to try to compress with flag, because for those who are keeping up with the project, I was creating a preset pack option here. You can see that I have 4 types of packing: the uncompressed 32 bits. No, sorry, this one. Uncompressed 16 bits, compressed 60 bits, uncompressed 32 bits, and compressed 32 bits. And what I'm trying to do now is check out the flag option, but I have to add it to the project. I'm using an older version of JUice, so just if someone is watching is using JUice 2 again, it's going to see that I'm using an older version. And not just that, but the older version doesn't have the new, I think it's Producer program. I'm just using the introducer. Anyway, I have to find here the flag option. It's on those files here. Use flag enable. Oh, it's already enabled, so I can already use it. There's the MP3 format too, ogvarbs, but they are not lossless, so let's just keep using the flag option and the compressed options. I like to give more options when possible. My machine. Okay, Xcode is installed and it's running. I'm going to close it my virtual machine now because it slows down. Thanks, guy. Thanks. I'm really trying something new, not just for me, but for users too, to see, so people can see me working and know how I do things, and it's also great so people will understand a bit better how things works. So let's see. The flag out of format. What can I do with it? I remember I have to create something with it. I can just go like this. And let's check. This machine is lagging, I don't know why. Let me just check if there is something running in the background. But this is very slow. No, that's okay. Maybe just because I'm running through my network here. Maybe that's what's lagging. Let's complain about this one now. Oh, okay, that's okay. So this is a flag file. How do I do this? With reader for audio format reader and writer, audio format writer. Let's compress it. Now this is interesting. Input stream and output stream. Looks like I can't create a flag file if I understand this right. I can read and write, but I can't create. Unless I'm not understanding something. Let me see. Record format. Record format. Check if there is more information about it somewhere. Just a minute, because I have to understand what's going on here. That's not what I was expecting. Read samples. Read samples. Strange. Okay, flag reader, but where is this flag namespace? Flag reader. Strange, doesn't seem to be using what I was expecting to use. Let me check here. Use flag enable. Strange, it's there. Interesting. Or maybe it's just inside this one. And create a reader for the writer for same thing. I call the format. Register. Hmm. If in doubt, just Google for it. This is strange because it shows here on the project that I have the FLAC audio format and all these options, but they don't seem to be added to the project. Maybe I'm just overlooking something. You can see they are not being added. That's why they show up like this. It's just strange. Let me try something then. The reference. Audio format. So I have to use, from what I understand, is the audio format. Looks like that's it. Let me just check on other files here. Dun, dun, dun. The other day I was streaming with background music and it looks like I can't do that. I didn't know that. So today I'm not using the background music. There is some background playing, but it's very far from the microphone. I don't know if the microphone is going to pick up the music anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. Audio format manager, okay. So that's it. So let me check now, because I do have a piece of code that writes wave files. So I guess I could just adapt it. So let me check where was this option is on the sample player. Oh, let's work. Export sample bank. Audio format. Create a writer for. Hmm. There's one option that I was using last time. Things can get complicated sometimes. Audio format writer. X flag. Create a writer for. So it looks like to be this one. Output stream, where I'm going to write, sample to use. But where does the actual sample information gets right? That's that's the one I don't remember how it works. How does this work? Oh, I'm not following this export sample back because I know this works, but I never use it. Actually, I use it, but it's been a long time. I'm trying to understand. String rights, separate use, number of channels, print, array, the values, search option. Huh. Eventually I'm going to find it. It's just that I don't remember how I did this. I don't understand this. Sometimes when you have a very old piece of code, sometimes you, you look at it and go like, huh, how did I do that? And why it's working? Because it looks like it's just bad. Shouldn't be working. And then I have to figure out what did you do wrong. Sport zones. Let's try it. Sets. Well, well, where is my sound? Here, right on its right location. Oh, interesting. Looks like I'm doing something wrong. Where are my files? Oh, it looks like it is not working. It's strange that no one ever complained about this. This is something that sometimes gets me a bit upset because I do something and then I test and it works. Then later, just doesn't work anymore. So it's like, what? Oh, okay. It's for samples. Right. On the reader. So this is the one here with the sample buffer. So it looks like I found a bug and I have to fix it. A lot of wind here. Let me close my window a bit. Mm, So let me first fix this problem. Right, put this here. I'll just sample buffer. So for that, I'll just sample buffer. Well, why I complain? Oh, it wants to know More stuff. Sample start 0. Number of samples. It should be somewhere here. Samples. That should do it. Then I have to add the option to actually load this file. Because it looks like Wusik Station just ignores this one. Then I can just convert this to FLAC, which is good. Okay, let's see what's the file name again. I deleted the file. Okay, let me compile this and test it out, but now it should be saving the file correctly. Must not messing up everything. What? Of course. So you see sometimes stuff doesn't work and nobody tells you. Fix it. Some export option. Working correctly. I could just put at all, but that sounds bad, so I'm not going to put that. So open JIT zones, export zones, and I want to export here. Testing. Okay, it's sure not working. That's interesting. No, I'm using a scope and pointer here to just go and create it directly. No, I can't. Well, right from audio sample, flush. Sample, number of samples. Okay, that's correct too. Oh, 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 of course. They are inside here. Duh. They are all here. It was working then. I hate that. But my question is how it was working because it was missing important stuff here. I don't understand that. How this was working? That's just weird. Okay, let me try again. I hate when this happens. It's just one of those things that start wondering what the hell is going on. It is writing, but how? What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Audio format writer, create writer for output stream, sample rate, number of channels. How to just guessing where to write from. Oh boy, that's just weird. Maybe just one of those days that I just can't understand the simple things. Sometimes it happens. I get like stuck. Portal sample bank, sport zones. That's the one. Scoped pointer creates a. Huh. That's just weird. Not even. Oh, okay, I'm creating a directory because it doesn't exist. Oh, so much wind. At least my internet is very good now. After I complained like crazy to the guys. Yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to understand it's how this is even working. Because from the looks of it, there's something that I'm overseeing. Something somewhere. Seems right too. And there is no meta values for sample. You know what? I'm starting to think that this is not working. But there's something missing here. And there you go, it's not working. See, I'm not crazy. I'm just stupid. Sorry, guys. It's creating a blank waveform. Of course, it's not sending any information to it. How should it work? Ah, this does it. What I'm looking for. Now it's going to work. That's why I say never assume things when programming. Go and check. Even if you think, no, it's working. Of course it's working. No, that's just your brain trying to find excuses not to check something. Okay, let's check now. Sport zones, sets. Question 2. Now we check the sample here. And now it's working. Now it's saving the actual sample data. So I should be able to load it up. I just have to register this file format because I forgot to do this last time. Wusik for K sound. So let me check where this gets added. Then I'm going to go for the flag option. It's not here. We're here. Oh, it's not here. Could be a long Wusik station sound. Hmm. So many files to check. Range 4K sound. 4K sound. Check my file lists. It's interesting that it's not even showing in the browser. No one said anything. I don't know why I do better dancing, cause people don't tell me things. Okay, never mind. So look sound, look for Kate. That's the one. Search sound sets. Look for K sound. Cause all three programs have to handle this file format. Cause it's a new file format I created. But it looks like no one is using anyway, but okay, what is this now? Let's try this. Oh, okay.